up, y'all? This is gonna be an all signs reading, so it don't matter what your sign is. Um, if this starts and it's not hitting with you, don't make it your reading, but you'll know if this is resonating with you and hitting for you, it's for you. All signs. And let's get to it. Ten of Swords, the Hermit, Judgment, Queen of Swords, the Sun, and on the bottom of the deck, Ten of Pentacles. It's already a powerful reading. If you had a yes or no question coming into this, the answer is yes. A big hell yes. There's some situation that's being called for rebalance and a sense of balance in general, not swaying like to one way or the other too much. And it's definitely something that has been very painful for you. There's a lot of pain here, but on the other side of that pain is the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is truly a survivor. It's someone that's been through really significant trauma, like deeper trauma than most human beings. How should I say this? It's like not every human being goes through this depth of trauma in every single lifetime. And you've definitely been through it in this lifetime. But as deep as the pendulum has swung this way, it's swinging back this way into like massive transformation. Especially with the Ten of Pentacles here, your abundance it's been unlocked. It's already been unlocked, and it's coming. It's definitely gonna pay it forward to you. You've mastered this whole new frame of thinking and viewing. It's like you don't view the world in the same way that you used to. Obviously, duh, none of us do. Like, experiences transform our mind and our perceptions. But this is like, you're a very wise individual. Let's just say that, especially with the Hermit here, too. You are very wise and you have a really good sense of following your internal compass. Your intuition is very unlocked. This is definitely a reading for an old soul. That's clear. I don't even know what this is yet. Like it's not talking about a love connection yet. It's not talking about nothing yet. Justice in reverse and the Wheel of Fortune. You've tried to bring balance to whatever this is before and it didn't click into place because it wasn't the divine timing. But now the energies are truly shifting, not because you've shifted them, but because the universe itself has taken over, taken the reins in this. And this is definitely a sign of like you're closer than you think to this rebalance. It's like things appearance wise are not fully reflecting what's all at play energetically. I don't know when this got flipped over, but see, there was one card flipped over and it's the Lovers in reverse. This is a love connection. It's a divine love connection. It's something deep, that's for sure. And it's like the universe has a lot at stake within this. It's not all about you or them. It's a big picture to this. I'm feeling intense energies right now. I don't know exactly how to articulate them yet. They're coming out though. Purification. Surrender. I can't make this shit up. Expectancy and creativity. This situation is calling for an entire restart. It's like hitting the restart button in some connection, but it's not it's not so easily, it's easier said than done. It's calling for a lot of surrender, a lot of like letting go of the past and really flushing that out. Um, you've had, because I'm seeing that you've attempted to rebalance this in the past, and I think you had a lot of expectations going into that about how it should unfold or rebalance in your eyes. Like, for example, this is a general reading, so I feel like it's going to vary, but for example, perhaps for some of y'all, you really felt that the imbalance was from the fault of the other person's, and so it was like the ball is in their court. So in order for this to be rebalanced, they have to do this and this and this. And that's the only way that it's going to happen. Something like that. Whereas this is something that's been lifetimes in the making. It's not just about this lifetime in this physical realm. It's a lot deeper than that. And I feel you because there's massive pain here on the table. Like, um I think you're fully valid and justified in what your expectations were in terms of like what you deserve in this lifetime. But it's simply a bigger picture than all that that you don't have access to be able to see. And yeah, let's just keep going. Shit's deep, that's for sure. Seven of Cups, Temperance. It's like I can't emphasize enough how many like balance cards are coming to play. Temperance really calls to so I did this like this is you and this is the other person. You're deep in reflection and dreamscapes around this connection. Everything you're playing out right now is not happening in the physical at this current time. It's happening within your own mind and spirit. Um and I feel like that's valid. That's where you're currently at, and you're not at a point where you want to make any physical action. Your person is also in a space of reflection, and they are working within the self to rebalance their own energies so that they can then bring balance to this situation. They are in a period where they're really mastering like their balance of their physical realm based desires and habits with their more subtle senses and spiritual guidance, like sense of intuition and what they're feeling called to do via their heart. But they're still in a place of clarifying what that is. So they're not really in a space of action yet either. Okay, this is interesting. I want to go in with the animal spirit card. Yeah, I'm gonna do a relationship spread with the animal spirit deck. So this will be you, this will be your person, shadow dynamic, illuminated dynamic. Or there's a lot of love here though. That's undeniable. Y'all really view each other as there's mad respect here. There's mad respect. And it's like just that kind of undeniable love. It's like no matter how you look at it, how you shake it down, it's pure love. It's not okay. Interesting. Wow. All right. So you're showing out as the mouse. This is an earth energy. And this is kind of I don't want to call you out because I feel like it's all justified and you've all been brought to this for like through the way things have played out. but you're in a space of kind of nitpickiness and really like you're just mad focused on the details and you're kind of hung up on them. And like I said, the only reason why this is coming out in a little bit of a negative light is because this really is a bigger perspective type of um, dynamic. Like, this just is so much bigger than this physical lifetime, and that's easy for me to say because I'm looking at how the energies are played out in front of me from a very objective, like, removed perspective. And so, like, to see this energetically from afar and seeing how much power and love and like how much is at stake energetically, not just for y'all's lives but for the universe, it's kind of beyond the human perspective. It's beyond human capacity to really understand the magnitude of this connection and why it's so divine and crucial. But so then to see that you're in this like very almost small-minded perspective of it, it's kind of like, oh baby, really? Like, but that's so easy for me to say. But I'm just bringing this to your awareness that this is where you're at in the grand scheme. It's not good or bad. It's, I'm sure there's lots to be hung up on. I'm sure there's lots of details, and you know your self-worth. You've been through significant trauma, and you've like come out on such a powerful side of it all that you really know what you deserve and what you can and will accept into your life. And that's all so valid, and you should keep that. Um, period. I'm just letting you know, you're definitely in a smaller minded window of this whole thing, and it's quite a bit bigger than that. Your person is showing out as a Scorpion, which is a fire sign. They're definitely very, very passionate about this connection. They feel they're very sexually attracted to you, and it's not just that, duh, like this is very much bigger spiritually, but this is like their physical earth-based energy that they're in right now, and they don't have full grasp of this mentally either. And so what they really do know is that their sexual energy for you is busting, and so that's kind of on the forefront of them right now. um and what that's kind of like their compass that's pulling you towards you at this moment, even though it's so much more than that. That's really all they truly know how to like express at this time, just from their little human space that they're in. And it's also, I'm getting that there's something that they're like festering on within this connection or in connection to this dynamic, that they're, I mean, it's either a sense of jealousy or frustration or anger around something that they're having a lot of trouble letting go of. And it's they're in a pretty spicy spot because they're just kind of caught in between this like really magnetic draw to you and desire for you, but they're also like really hung up on something that's not sitting well with them, and they don't know how to let go and flush it out. And so they're kind of like caught back and forth with this. Y'all's shadow dynamic is the crocodile, which is a water element. And this isn't a like this is described as like a powerhouse of stillness, and kind of like neither of y'all are in action right now, which I've already explained. And this is a validation of that y'all are both like in solo energy at this time in a place of stillness, but y'all are both feeling the energies and the tension starting to build within y'all selves respectively in connection to this relationship. And it's only a matter of time before it's gonna have to like snap, like attack in some way and play out. So be careful with this, just because it's blessing energy, which is exciting because it just means that y'all really do feel so much around each other, and this really is real, and it's a lot of energies at play. And y'all are really exercising y'all's patience and surrender to this and letting it unfold. Like, y'all know not to move until you have a clear space of action to do so. But the energies are definitely building. And that's what makes it so interesting, that what comes out as y'all's illuminated dynamic is the snake. This is an earth energy. This has been coming up in a couple of recent readings, and this is a very powerful energy. This is what I would consider one of the most powerful of the deck. It's it talks about a space of where there's no time to waste. It's kind of like a moment in time is approaching, that's like the perfect window of opportunity, and you'll feel it when it arises, when the energies align, and it's like act now. It's no time to waste. It has to be now. Like, nothing that is truly meant for you can pass you by, but you'll feel this like drive coming in, where it's like you have to you have to catch this opportunity. You have to catch this window of time when the energies are aligned, because they will continue on. And that would have to play out how it would, but y'all will feel when this clicks in. It's like this crocodile is gonna snap, and you got to do what you got to do. And this card also speaks about, like, there's really like significant untapped magical power that is building up, and it's not yet fully awakened, but it will be in that moment when the energies align. And like I said, it will be very clear that it's time to act. And I highly suggest that you don't numb that out or run away from that or reject that, because it will only come back to haunt you and drag this pain that's in this relationship even further. It's karmic cycles that need to play out. All right, let's go in with the Shaman's Dream Oracle deck. What else we got to say about this connection? This is a very powerful, significant, divine, soulmates, twin flame, something. It's something. And it's fussing. But it's all happening in its rightful time. Deep quiet, meditation, and stillness. I'm telling you, y'all really are sitting in this crocodile energy. You're sitting in your stillness right now. You're letting all of this energy accumulate. And it's like a slingshot. It's like it's being drawn back. And the more you draw it back, the farther that shit's going to sling. It's going to be a really big transformative unlock for both of y'all when this time is over. But this is definitely your present moment. Is surrendering to this place of stillness, um, spiritual solitude, reflection, meditation. Really surrender to this time that you're in, even if you're starting to grow anxious or restless, because I'm sure you can feel all this energy building, and you can feel that, like, right outside your energetic realm, this snake moment is gonna have to happen one way or another. And so, like, especially with you all both have really strong intuition and a really strong click into this, like, timeline of this relationship. And so I'm sure both of y'all can feel this energy building and are almost like anticipating it in a way, which can like drive you to feeling a bit restless. But I highly suggest that you surrender. Oh yeah, and this word, surrender to this space that you're in right now, because you need this energy to be stored up, and you need to have this time of stillness and separation. um and the more you can surrender to that, the smoother and quicker maybe this process will play out, and it will lead you to the other side a lot smoother. um this seems very clear. I'm gonna shuffle through the tarot once more just to make sure I'm not missing anything. But this feels very clear. Any concluding messages? Knight of Swords, Death in reverse, Knight of Pentacles in reverse. These were all in reverse, by the way. I don't think I said reverse for Knight of Swords, but all reverse. Eight of Swords in reverse. I don't know if y'all can hear the music out there, but sorry if it's coming on. So it's definitely all leading to a really big space of transformation, and it's gonna take you out of this, like, you've definitely been in a cage of this pain for some time, and once this snake moment happens, it's going to be a huge unlock in a lot of ways. It's going to be a lot of massive transformation, both within y'all's respective selves and within the situation at large. And it's going to bring forth these new perspectives of not only y'all's bigger picture of this dynamic, but also of the past. It's going to be like reframing everything. Y'all are gonna see this in a much deeper and bigger way, and it's like really feel the relevance of all of it. Why everything, it's like this is all about to make a lot more sense. I feel like at this time it's been a lot of confusion, and a lot of like y'all are both playing the victim, and when y'all are on the other side of this, that's gonna be totally shed and transformed. And it's going to help y'all both unlock a lot in terms of y'all's career and finances and like overall vision of life success and what you truly want out of life. I'll get one more. The Devil in reverse. All the illusions are being shed. The illusions, the lies, there's not going to be any more room for them on the other side of this transformation. Whatever was unclear or confusing or being like danced around, lied about, not fully vulnerable and truthful about, there's not going to be any way to bring that into this new transformation. It's going to be totally shed and gone. Rip. Say goodbye. Say rest in peace to this devil energy. It's definitely exiting out. All right. That's what I got for you. If this message is resonated with you, please like or comment or subscribe or whatever, and let me know that I'm hitting energies.